Welcome back to Studio Chatter. A new event center just opened in Mapleton. To get all the details, welcome Jessica Lake with Northridge Valley Event Center to the table.
Thank you.
We're excited. We're excited. So let's jump right in, Jessica.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about you.
I've been planning weddings for over 16 years.
Oh, really?
It's just something I like to do. Started in college with doing hair and makeup for friends and roommates.
Okay.
And then just one thing led to another. I studied apparel and textiles and marketing in college, and then just went on from there and planned our own wedding 16 years ago, and have just been doing a little bit of that.
Okay, so that's kind of where your passion is. It
Yeah,
sounds like you've been
yeah.
doing it a long time.
Yeah, so I just love it. I love being able to create an atmosphere where people just come together and just can enjoy celebrating with one another and taking the stress off of their families.
Okay.
So that's a little bit about me. So I've been in...
So what transitioned from just helping with weddings and putting them on to creating an event center?
Yeah, that's a big move.
Yeah, big move. I'm now officially an operator, like of loaders and mini X's, so we were able to do a lot of that ourselves.
Okay, what did you, loaders?
A loader, yeah.
So you drive like construction equipment.
Construction.
Oh,
I'm the super. I was.
What is it, mini X's? Is this like a computer?
Oh no, not computer, not technological. So when you come to the venue, you'll see a lot of the native rocks that I just kind of excavated off of the property.
Okay.
That property just kind of actually grows rock.
Some property feels like it does, huh?
My first home grew rocks.
I think I did
and then
too.
the neighborhoods grew rocks to my property.
Yeah.
So you live in Mapleton.
So we do live in Mapleton. So I moved up here 29 years ago when I was 14 in junior high, and then graduated from Springville. And then we've been in that same little area within a mile of it off and on for 29 years. And my husband and I bought a place 14 years ago in Mapleton on 1600 North. Just about 3 houses, 3 parcels down from where the barn is. So.
And that's your barn. Mm-hmm. So is it? It's not on the same property? Or
No.
It is?
So I grew up on the 12 acres next to the venue.
Oh. So you just kind
close to home.
So
Close
right
to
there.
home. Yeah.
So you just
right there.
So did that inspire you? Like you wanted to be close to home so you could run back and forth, or did the piece of property inspire you to put it there?
The property became available, and so my parents' property butted up next to it, and we were in a position that we were ready to have our own home.
Okay.
And so it just kind of all fell together, and we just pulled our money together.
And there was already a barn on the property.
There was already a barn, yes.
And was there a home on that property?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where we're currently at.
Okay.
And so then we just remodeled the barn. I had a vision of what I wanted to create and make it timeless, and so people could envision their day being anything they wanted to on that. So we were able to make that work.
And how long did that take, the process of renovating, and then you're up and going now,
Yes.
correct? Okay.
So we started in late February last year, just taking down the walls, the staircases, all of that structural engineering type of thing. And then we just kind of just went for it. And so it started in February, and November 17th. We got our...
That's fast.
That is
so
fast.
That's what happens. You need something done. Just kind of...
She knows how to get things done.
Well, I guess like
Hire her.
16, 20 years in the making of like envisioning stuff in your head.
Yeah.
When
So
it's go time, you're just
Tell
ready.
us about the vibe. You said
Yeah.
it's classic. Any farmhouse or just more white? Like, tell us what it looks like.
So I did I wanted to go old world plaster on the inside. Inspiration, there's a 14-foot existing fireplace. It's massive.
Wow.
And it goes 2 stories. And so it just has a little alcove that was cut out. So the bottom is cobblestone with the old world plaster on the top. And so I just kept that, and then did plaster on the walls, and then we did aluminum to look like steel, timeless windows on the outside and doors. So it's that French country look with the wood inside, and so it's white with the wood and the stone. I just carried the stone throughout.
And do you have an outside area that people can use?
We do. We have 2 sides. We have the west garden and the east garden. The east was all field, so that we made into a grassy area with a little bit of a fire ring So it's an
Okay.
experiment.
Okay.
Well, which
As long
would be
as-
also nice in the summer because then
Yes.
that's where the shade is.
Yes.
Okay.
And
that's good.
and you can have the fire. You can be in the inside of the ring or the outside. It's big enough to have a big gathering on both
yeah.
sides.
Hey.
So that's something fun. And then the West Garden, we have an existing cabin that was built in 1888 in Mapleton for the Blanchard family in Springville.
Love that kind of stuff.
So the previous owners brought it back to the property within the last 15 years. And so we're keeping that and get a nod to the history and the.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so they have the little cabin on that side and all the mature trees like the
Oh, I love the
evergreens
mature
and-
trees. And do
Yeah.
you have a specific caterer or for the events,
Right now we have a few that I've worked with, and so
or just kind of whoever?
yeah,
you
as long
want?
as there's a catering. I mean, I do have a short list, a go list, but yeah.
Or can
we're
people
good.
cater their own?
Not well, as long as there's licensed and insured that way, just for health reasons and
Because you know how sometimes it's just the whole neighborhood gets together and brings stuff.
yes.
Are those days long gone?
Yeah,
'Kay.
I think so. If for liability and health reasons.
No Rice Krispie treats.
Right. I mean, if they want to bring in desserts that are commercially made, that would be something
Commercial
else.
as in Costco.
Yeah.
Costco.
Costco made.
Yes, we love
So you're
Costco.
saying you kind of help start to finish, like plan their event, host it at the place. You can do everything. Just
Yes. So with the rental of the business, we have 12 farmhouse tables that are included and 220 crossback chairs, and that's with or without a cushion, whatever they would like.
That's a lot of people that can fit in there.
Wow.
Yeah, the maximum capacity is 300.
It's a nice space.
Yeah, it has a nice, beautiful bride's room with a pink chandelier, and then a groom's room too. So the boys have a nice leather couch and a TV and a table and chairs.
I love that centers now have a groom's room because
Yeah.
back in the day they didn't.
They were
I'm
like in the bathroom
But why
or
why
outside.
do the girls get a room? Because they're
Right.
still like doing their tuxedo and
They need
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a little place to hang out. There's no TV in the bride's room. I said the girls didn't need it.
That's
That's
probably
okay.
a good thing.
No.
A bathroom and a mirror.
Yeah,
We're usually
the
good.
mirror
Yeah.
will
Yep.
take up plenty. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a little makeup bar hair station, so there's 3 individual mirrors with nice
Oh,
chairs.
I want to come over and see it.
Yeah, come see it.
We'll share some
For
pictures
sure.
too.
Yes.
So what's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing is
Yeah.
just connecting with people.
Okay, so you love that
I
part.
love that part, and I love being able to pull out what they envision and what they imagine their day being, and help that become
to real
true.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and to be able to take the stress off of them. So that's
It's so true. Like with my daughter's weddings, like I pretty much, pushed it out to people. I didn't do much on our own, but the first daughter, we did do the flowers, and I was kind of a wreck.
Yeah.
For that first part of it, just making sure it looked good, sweating, getting set. So I do
Yeah.
think there's something to be said about hiring someone to do that work.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Really appreciate that.
Or any event.
Or any event,
for
yeah.
other things.
Right.
Birthday people
party.
really
Birthday
are
party.
turning more to event centers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And corporate things as well.
And for just a fun give back community, we're having like a Christmas at Northridge event. So we've done that where I found a live reindeer and Mr. and Mrs. Claus come out and special cookies are made. So we kind of
that is
launched that
fun.
in this Christmas
Yeah.
season.
Oh,
We
that's
plan
fun.
to keep doing that so families have something to go to, just to
Well,
something
let
fun.
us know when your events are.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
please
Love
do.
to be there.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thanks for being with us.
Well, thank you
And
for having me.
congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
coming.
Coming up on Studio Chatter, dental implants and wisdom teeth. Stay with us to learn the latest news on oral surgeries.